Hey you guys. Well, a couple of nights ago, my wife received a letter in the post. It reads as follows, and it wasn't addressed to my wife's correct name either. Your husband thinks he is a clever man. He is not. He is stupid thick. Only a stupid person drives a car making a video. Have you ever seen the karaoke videos, the car karaoke videos? They're all making videos. Reads out letters and then puts a video of it on YouTube. There's nothing in the Land Transport Rule 2004 stating I can't read. Breaking various motor offences, it says here. Well, back your claim. Supply the act and section and I'll have a look at it. Go making claims like that without actually supplying any factual evidence to back it. A copy of the video has been sent to Neil Winterbottom, my old buddy, Steve Samuels, Secret Squirrel, and Mike Bush, the police commissioner, who never responds to anything I send him, so I don't expect he'll reply to him. And various local media. Really? Can he name them? Neil has been in touch with me. Expect a visit. Okay, so that means that he's got the cops on me and the cops are on their way. Now, bear in mind that a copy of the video he's talking about I've already supplied to the New Zealand Police, to the IPCA and various other people, simply because it's part of a multiple part series in regards to Jeff Mackley's unlawful obstruction by the police. Now it says in the so he's then done a nice little screenshot there of me driving and with a bit of paperwork in my hand. I would point out also that it also shows the front view of the camera. Neither of these cameras are being held by me. They're in permanently mounted brackets. One's a GoPro. Hi. Underneath the screenshot, contemplating the earth is flat is a free choice. Contemplating the earth as a ball is absolutely ridiculous without any evidence, and I challenge anybody out there to prove that we're on a spinning ball. I'd love to see some evidence, something that anybody can repeat and show first-hand explanations of. Pathetic, it says here, but a free choice. Driving like this is careless and dangerous. Really? Didn't see that in the video. And the system is gonna get him for it. Just bear in mind, and it's signed Big Love, Sigh, Kiss Kiss. Simon Spaniard, and he's attached an address in Hullsbridge, Southend, England. Now, Simon Spaniard, I'm aware of, does White Rabbit Trusts, and I've, in the past, quite enjoyed his videos. I don't know if that's him. Perhaps whoever wrote this is trying to get Simon Spaniard also in trouble. The address was supplied, but we'll see what happens there. As he's name dropping to try and scare me, I find that really humorous, because this part, I think this is part 2, there's a 4-part series of Jeff Mackley and the unlawful obstruction and stuff that the cops did to him while he was videoing in public. This is only part 2, and I've supplied all the parts to the police before, so if there's an issue, I'd love to point it out. Now, this breaking various motor offences, I'd love to hear what he's saying there. Perhaps he could supply proof of his claim by stipulating the act or section of act that he's talking about, but under the Land Transport Road User Rules 2004 section 7.3a, where it only mentions about using mobile and handheld devices, and you're not allowed to do it. This GoPro and my Canon Legria fucking Handycam aren't mobile devices. They were both permanently fixed and mounted on the dashboard, which is perfectly legal. And last time I checked, you can read while you're driving. You can refer to something, which is all I was doing. I wasn't just driving along blindly reading. I was looking at that, and I even supplied in the video the dash cam for the forward angle, so you can see that there's no breaching of any rules. Everything was followed and complied with, just like I'm supposed to. I just choose to multitask. Perhaps this guy can't. Sending it to my wife, pretty cowardly. The fact that my wife is also going through, well, all of us are going through the issues with our eldest son, leukemia, along with other problems that I'm not even going to mention. For some guy in England to actually send us a letter that was sent from Swindon Mail Centre on the 14th of October, for someone to go to that trouble, he must have a major hard-on. Perhaps there's something I'm doing that actually is hitting too much home, or it offends him in some way. I don't know. He's welcome to his opinion. Now, sending one letter by itself, even though it's not signed, isn't deemed harassment. If I get another one, it is. I've already contacted the Southend Police Station in the UK. They're aware of the situation, and they have thanked me for letting them know. It's considered antisocial behaviour to use the post in a threatening manner, which is what this is. So if I get another one, they'll pay him a visit. So I guess they might be in touch with him in the future, should he choose to do anything else stupid. Now, as far as Neil's concerned, I still have Neil's contact address. In fact, I know all of their email addresses, all three men mentioned. Mike Bush does not respond. He's the police commissioner, and I'm sure he's got his own life to lead and not worry about some prick in England trying to use the police to get to somebody he doesn't agree with on YouTube. Neil, I've emailed directly and asked him to verify what this guy in this letter says. Has Neil replied to him? Is Neil going to pop round? And I also reiterated to Neil the fact that he has no implied right of access to this property. If he does, he'll be trespassing and prosecuted. And I just made sure that he was aware that it's okay if you want to call us up and make an appointment, or ask in writing for access to the property, or to make an appointment for me to come in and see them, no problem. But don't think for a second that you're stepping on this private property, because you have no jurisdiction to do so. And there are no trespassing signs and all that sort of jazz up. If he can read, I'm sure he can understand that one. The fact that this lowlife would like to upset my wife, or perhaps he's thinking get the wife upset, then it's worse for me. She literally looked at this, got a little disturbed that he got the last name wrong, and asked what the fuck this guy's on, and she was a little disturbed by the fact that we're getting creepy mail from England. But yeah, a bit distressed, but after a while we were having a nice chuckle about it, because what an idiot. I mean, there's shilling, there's trolling. This guy is a MegaTrolled. I mean, from the other side of the disc, he wants to start slinging shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't contemplate that the earth is flat. I use my first-hand observations that show me all evidence physically and logically is that the earth is a flat plane, with upturned edges, with flat water surfaces, not moving, hence the Aries failure, the double slit experiment. There's just countless amounts of evidence showing that we're not on a spinning ball, hurtling along at 30 kilometres a second. Butterflies managed to get past that one real well, you know. But that is an immense subject. I'm very used to getting called names and sticks and stones on that by people with closed minds, or that aren't willing to even think. You know, it's generally the people with the doctorates or the 14 certificates or whatever that say, oh look, I'm really, really smart. These pieces of paper tell me I am. Really, those pieces of paper wouldn't tell you how to start a fire with 2 pieces of stick if you're stuck in nowhere, but I bet you pretty much I can. So, you know, it's... most people that have degrees end up working for the rest of their lives for other people. Those people that don't take well to state indoctrination or tertiary level or higher level educations
are usually the smart ones, the entrepreneurs, the ones that take risks, do things and challenge what every other people have beliefs in. And I say belief because belief is absent fact. I know for a fact water is a flat surface. I know for a fact I'm not moving. Okay, I know for a fact the stars appear to move circularly around us. But I'm not going to go into that, because we don't want him getting upset with any more flat earth conversation. I highly recommend that he come into, say, the Free Chan channel, Free Chan conversations, or anything about the flat earth. I'm in quite a few of those chats, and if he's, you know, got a pair of balls and wants to come and actually show me some evidence, go right ahead. I don't take ad hominems. I'll just laugh at you, just like any child on the playground trying to upset somebody with sticks and stones. So yeah, be warned. But as for the evil little thing, as far as the kiss at the end, ugh, she got sort of kind of cooties even thinking about it. But yeah, what a stand-up guy, Simon Spaniard. I have responded to White Rabbit Trust and contacted him through YouTube messages to see if he is the man that's done this. I don't think I've had a reply yet. I haven't had a reply from Neil either, and I don't expect I will, nor do I expect to see him as a visit. I looked under the Land Transport Act, or the Road User Rules 2004, section 7.3a, where it only goes on about mobile use, or cell phones in your hand, making, or all the rest of it. If you go to the New Zealand Police website, they like to stretch it a bit more, and it, even if you word it correctly, tell you that you're not allowed to communicate in any way. So you can't even talk to the person next to you in a car, according to New Zealand Police's website. So, but as always, go back to the legislation. Legislation purely says mobile phones. It even at one point mentions how you can read a map. Okay, granted it wasn't a map, just like I'm talking to you now. If I want to look down and refer to it, that's about it. And I don't look down unless it is perfectly free and clear in front of me. The cameras show this. So his attempt to scare and troll me is really not worked at all. It's given me a good bit of humour, good bit of fun. I'll scan the letter and stick it up. I'll edit out the address and the name, and but yeah, to the guy that wrote this lovely letter here, you know, just perhaps your police might be in touch with you, because I've got, just as you have, love this point. The videos I posted, are they the original videos, or have they been edited in some way? Can he supply the original footage? Because I can't. So it'll be very interesting to see his proof of claim for all of these nasty offences he's talking about. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Thought you'd be interested in that. Super troll of the year as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, if I get any more mail from them, it'll be posted. I'll keep you posted. I'll certainly let the UK Police Force know. They suggested that I contact Essex Police should it happen again. A very nice lady by the name of, I think it was Linda or Lisa, from the Southend Constabulary. Great girl. Anyway, and ironically enough, I found it really humorous that I get a response from the UK Police Force within 24 hours of this, and yet I've had no response from New Zealand Police whatsoever, and yet I sent them emails around the same time. Go figure. Perhaps Neil still doesn't want to talk to me. Have a good day, guys. Don't live in fear. You know, no one has any greater authority over each of you than yourselves. If someone wants to scare you with scary bits of paper, remember it is only stationary. If you do nothing with it, it don't move and it don't do nothing. Alright, man is not bound by bits of paper. Yeah. Have a good day. Bye.
Now fuck off.